Your writing is going to be much more impactful when you do that, and don't be surprised if people start reaching out to you saying, I'm going to show you how to write LinkedIn posts that will get you more clients. If you're struggling to get clients on LinkedIn, you're not alone. Most entrepreneurs and solopreneurs have no idea what to write on LinkedIn to get their perfect prospects interested in talking to them about their products or services. In this video, I'm going to show you the details for writing posts that will get you more business from LinkedIn. If you're new to my channel, now would be a genius time to click the subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications so that you get an alert every time I create a video about growing your business. I've taught thousands of entrepreneurs and solopreneurs how to grow their businesses using free posts in their social media newsfeed, and there are very specific keys that you need to pay attention to when you're creating content. And the first key is that the first line of your post or your headline needs to be attention-grabbing and catchy. We want to stop people in their tracks as they're scrolling so that they read that line, they are captivated by it, they are interested and intrigued, and that moves them into reading the second line. So spend a lot of time on the first line or the headline of your content so that you stop people in the scroll and keep them reading your post. Next, be aware of the tone in which you're writing. Think about your audience, think about the tone that's going to resonate best with them, and always work to writing in that tone. You might be writing in a very conversational, friendly tone, kind of like I'm talking to you right now, or for certain audiences, you might need to be more serious and a little less friendly, a little less personal. You have to understand who your audience is, what they're going to resonate with in terms of tone, and write in that tone when you're creating your content. You would be surprised at how well telling a story does when you're creating content. This could be telling your own story of transformation, but it's going to be way more powerful if you're able to tell the story of someone else's transformation in working with you. So seek out those stories. The moment you start getting people results, as an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur, you should be taking those results and telling that story through your posts on LinkedIn. This is going to get your audience to realize that if someone else got results in working with you, they can get results as well. What better way to attract your prospects to you? As you're watching this training today, please let me know what your biggest takeaways are in the comments below. I read every single one, I'll reply to them all, and I'm going to create additional training based on what you found most impactful. One of the best ways to make a big impact on your audience is to use statistics or data in your content. This backs up the information that you're talking about and gives your readers some piece of information that they're going to be able to take away and use to make their lives better. In just a few moments, I'm going to share with you my #1 most impactful tip for creating content. But before that, because LinkedIn is a social platform and social platforms benefit from interaction, it's always wise to ask questions in your content. This encourages your readers to answer the questions in the comments and allows back and forth dialogue to happen. The social platform is going to love that, but moreover, you're going to get a real sense for who's reading your content and how you can best serve them. So remember to ask meaningful and interesting questions in your content to encourage the conversation in the comments. Let's get real here. If you're scrolling through LinkedIn and it's block of text after block of text, that's going to get really boring really fast. So it's always a good idea to use attention-grabbing, scroll-stopping graphics in your posts. I think we should always include calls to action in any kind of content that we create. Earlier, I had a call to action where I asked you to subscribe and turn on the bell for this channel. The same is true for content that you create on LinkedIn. But hold on a second. We don't want strong calls to action where you're trying to make a sale in a post. You're never going to sell your services in a post itself. Instead, have calls to action like inviting people to a discovery session with you, or offer them a white paper or some sort of a lead magnet. That way, they're going to reach out to you and they don't feel like they're being sold to, but you've had a strong call to action that's going to filter out your perfect prospects who are more likely to become clients. I am notoriously bad for proofreading and editing my content, but it's one of the most important things to do. So take some time and proofread and edit your content. If you have to hire a proofreader, it might be a good idea. It's probably something that I should do, or at least use a piece of software that's going to help you with your grammar and with your spelling to make sure that you're getting this right. Grammar and spelling send a message about you to your prospects, and you want to make sure you're sending the right message at all times. The most impactful thing that I can share with you is that when you're writing, I want you to write to a single individual. This could be writing to yourself from 10 years ago, or writing to the perfect client that you have right now, or writing to that prospect that's considering hiring you but hasn't hired you yet. Now, I'm not saying you have to address it specifically to them. Don't write "Dear me 10 years ago" or "Dear perfect client," whoever that happens to be. Instead, just get into the mindset that you're writing to that person. Your writing is going to be much more impactful when you do that, and don't be surprised if people start reaching out to you saying, "I feel like you were writing to me." Coming up, I'm going to teach you about the LinkedIn content type that 99.8% of LinkedIn users completely ignore, and how you can use that to your advantage. That training is going to appear right here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, here's that link so that you can do so and get the alerts whenever I create new videos like this. Thanks for being with me today, and I'll see you in the very next training.